an amazing time. But before I go, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how I came to NAMM for completely free. How I got a free trip to NAMM. $0 out of my pocket. Let me explain. So there are two sides to my life as a musician. The side that you guys always see, of course, the TAETRO side, the electronic musician, the performer, the artist. And then there's the complete other side, the teaching side. And that was my ticket to getting here free as a music educator. Let me explain. So as I was studying music in college, I actually started off as a music education major and then dropped the major completely to just focus on performance and composition. But I always knew teaching would be a part of my career, especially as a musician in the current industry where it's super hard to find work, it's super hard to monetize your work. People don't buy albums anymore, so you have to be really creative about how you sell your music, how you sell yourself as a musician. And you need to use every skill in your tool belt to sort of monetize your lifestyle as a musician. My goal was never just to make money as an artist. My goal was just much more general. It was to be able to make a living off of music. That's always been my #1 goal. That means doing everything from the artist side and from the teaching side. So once I realized I had that teaching skill in my tool belt, I really wanted to take it and run with it, which is how I ended up with my current job, teaching music. So flash forward like 3 years of working as both an artist and as a teacher, I've been able to connect to a lot of different networks. So the Massachusetts Cultural Council actually put together a fellowship for people just like me, teaching artists. Super important here is that I would have never had this opportunity if I didn't have both sides of that coin, teaching side and the artist side. I knew a lot of music majors and I still encounter a lot of people who are studying music in college and that are convinced that they're going to graduate and they're going to become performers and they're going to be able to live on their own just playing gigs. And for a small percentage, that works. For the larger percentage, you need to be using everything in your tool belt. Your teaching skills, your performance skills, your production skills, anything that you have, and come up with some sort of portfolio income. And if you can pull from each section of your toolkit and create some kind of income stream from each one, you're golden. And there's just something about giving back, like the giving back part of teaching. It brings it back to the old school ways of tradition and learning something and passing it down. And that's what I love most. I'm able to meet kids, I'm able to share with them the things that I love the most. Ableton Live, playing guitar, writing songs. I can pass that down to another generation. So here I am from Boston all the way to California by connecting to networks, using all the tools in my toolkit, including teaching and being an artist. And with anything in life, if you can find that, if you can find a way to make your passion not only help yourself but help others, I highly recommend it because that's where the opportunity comes from. How many of you would have clicked subscribe if I never talked to the camera and I never talked to you about how I do what I do? If I just sat here and called myself TAETRO and put out songs, I would just be getting lost in the shuffle, lost in the noise. Instead, I'm able to be a resource. And after you watch one of my tutorials, after you learn more about what I do, you might give my work a listen, and that's the ultimate goal. So now that I've hung out at the conference a fair amount, I networked, I got to see new things, I got to see new things I want to bring to the channel, I got to see new things I want to bring to my music clubhouse. Now the real vacation begins. I get to spend some time in LA. I'm going to be seeing a friend, a mentor, someone who really helped shape that side of the coin that's all about the teaching, that's all about being a good person, that's all about caring for others. The person who really helped me shape that side of myself. She's basically the Obi-Wan to my Anakin. If you know, Obi-Wan hadn't failed Anakin and he hadn't become Darth Vader and cut off all his limbs, and then Darth Vader just kind of commits like this crazy act of violence against the entire galaxy. But imagine like an Obi-Wan Kenobi that could have stopped Anakin from becoming Darth Vader. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Her name is Annie, she used to be my boss, now she's living in LA, and here I am, so let's go spend a couple days in Los Angeles with Annie. What's going on?
Welcome!
From far, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful out.
You live in Beverly Hills.
Technically, I don't.
We walked 2 seconds down the road.
And it was Beverly Hills.
Yeah. So Annie is taking me to In-N-Out for the first time. And by taking me to In-N-Out, I mean she's paying.
No, he's going to pay for his own food.
There are 100 people in here.
It's always crowded at In-N-Out. People who live in California know this.
Thanks for paying.
I didn't pay.
When you lived in Boston, I paid all the time.
Oh my god, at my going away party, I paid for your dinner.
Not saying that was the worst Uber I've ever been in, but it was the worst Uber I've ever been in.
I told you, 4.8 or higher.
I've never looked at the rating for an Uber.
4.8 or higher, ladies especially. 4.8 or higher.
What's going on, everybody?
Nick, I'm sorry. You have to take your shoes off.
That was a nice walk around Hollywood.
LA has the most crazy people of any city I've ever lived in.
I would give In-N-Out Burger a B.
Okay.
No plus, no minus.
I'll take a B.
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
Oh, all right.
All right, our
Here's
list
my list
of things to do.
Okay, so brunch, and then we already did Hollywood Boulevard. You don't need to go back, right?
I was told to take a picture of a couple stars, so I will need to go back and take a picture of some stars. This is a nightmare.
What's a nightmare?
Planning.
We haven't even started planning yet. I think that you need to see Venice Beach because, again, crazy people, plus the ocean, plus the pier, the Grove.
I do love a good mall.
So you came to LA to see the mall.
I love malls.
See the malls. All right, that's it. That was the long list of things.
All right, let's go to bed. Thanks so much for watching. This has been TAETRO.
Have a good one.
Somebody turned out the lights.
Thanks for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one. Try it one more time and say it all together, okay?
And I can finally breathe tonight, knowing I had no control.